We are in the Wasp, who has been gently injured. The Wasp's right, left tire got a little nail in it. We was a little flat yesterday. Hannah has now learned what it sounds like when your tire is flat. We filled her back up. We think she's good to go until we get to Salem.
She hasn't depleted anymore.
She hasn't depleted last night. New Jersey roads kind of suck.
Yeah.
We got here. We're going to go get gas, because I'll have to drive her some more bumpy roads and then see how she is when we get to the gas station.
Right now, it still looks nice.
We're good. Yeah. She's so I think it's one of those like really slow leaks. But when we get to Salem, I'll call the Peoples and we'll get it patched. Just where we were in Union City, it would have been like
a pain in the ass.
Narrow roads, no room to work type shit. Like I have no idea how the fuck he was even gonna fucking whatever. But anyway, we are on our way to Salem. Just had some delicious bagel buffet. There will be some video. Bagel buffet is great. See, look at her. She's like, yeah. Y'all know nothing about no bagels if you ain't been to New York. We saw the Sleepy Hollow yesterday. There will be videos about that. We're going to go back this weekend when it's open, too.
So we can see Phillipsburg Manor. And we're hopefully, if the weather is good, we'll do the hiking trail for the old Sleepy Hollow trail. Apparently there's a spooky rock.
Spooky rock. All right, that's it. We out. We going to Salem. Witches and shit. I told Pixel we should sit next to each other, and she refused.
Because how else am I going to squeeze her?
There's a lot of... What's up, y'all? All right.
Hi.
Hang on.
Mine is in the coffee maker.
Her coffee's coming. Okay. You may have recognized this atmosphere before.
We've been here before.
We've been here before. There's a reason we're back in this place. But first, we need to talk. Let me make sure I'm not making mic sounds. I'm making mic sounds. But first, we need to talk about Salem. Hang on. This is where we stay in. So, I dealt with snow and ice a lot when I lived in Jersey. But this hill right here, I was going downstairs, sorry for the bumpiness, is like no joke. So I manage when it gets icy, especially because you'll see down there, there's like a little curve. You almost feel like the car's gonna flip. It's serious. But we're in Lynn, actually. We're about 10 minutes from Salem. We about to go into town right now. We're gonna go have breakfast in like a old London coffee house. I don't understand how it's London and Salem, but whatever, we're gonna figure it out. We're all bundled up because apparently it feels like it's 12 degrees outside. That's Hannah. I got my Under Armour on. I got the long johns on. I got my hat. We got gloves. I got like 2 I'm ready. I'm not even playing. I hate cold weather. But anyway, there'll be more stuff soon. See you guys in a minute. Oh, y'all, it is definitely me and Hannah right now. Just went back to the car to lay her up. But we just had breakfast at Red's Sandwich Shop. This is like, used to be an old London coffee house. Awesome inside. Super good food, not expensive. Large portions. I will show you the picture of my giant pancake. That's the thing that's happening. So we're about to go check out the Witch Museum. We are apparently in a really good spot. So we have fed the coins into the meter.
How long do you think?
Whatever, how many coins we got. Do max, and then we'll just keep track of the time. And if we got to use the app, we'll use the app. That's Hannah. She layered up. I told her to bring another sweatshirt. She just put on her coat and Under Armour, thought she was going to be good. I'm like, babe, bring a sweatshirt. Luckily, I have my Under Armour sweatshirt in the car. She don't realize 17 degrees is fucking cold.
2 hours?
Yeah, sure.
Want to stick it with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
We'll have to remember.
Okay.
So there's a trolley that runs through here. I'll get a picture of it. But we're downtown. Like I said, we about to go to the Witch Museum. This is cute as shit. We in Salem freezing. But we're gonna walk. So here we go. Salem was cool as shit.
It was.
Salem was super fucking cool.
A little more intense than I thought it would be.
What do you mean by intense?
The graveyard. Remember?
Talk about the graveyard. Talk about the graveyard, babe.
Because, like, they had the graveyard of all the people that were hung. And then a little outside of the graveyard, they had embedded in stone some woman's last plea.
Shit was crazy. It was... Hang on.
Thank you.
I only look at the camera. It was unexpectedly powerful. So the graveyard... Well, I'll show you the video. And then the stones... When you're reading them, you're like, oh, what does this say? And then you realize what they say. And I don't know, I felt like... I don't even know how to describe how I felt. I know, it just kind of like,
Don't step there.
yeah, A, don't step on it because it felt disrespectful as fuck, and then 2, it just felt like, I don't know, something just slamming into you, like, damn, that's fucked up. Oh, that's this trolley right down there. Look, isn't that cute? Okay, so we're gonna cross the street, get some info. We're gonna get some nerd alerts for my friend Charlie, and for ourselves, and Bander likes cemeteries. So this one's for you, Bander. Info for Charlie. Cemetery for Bander. Real witch shit right now. So this is the burying point. The oldest burying ground in the city of Salem. So don't come here at 3 a.m. because this shit is haunted as fuck. Got handle bundled up. Yep, now she ready. Now she ready.
As long as the wind doesn't blow, we're fine.
Yeah, if the wind blows, I said I'm out. I'm getting the car. Graves of great historical interest. Here you go, guys. I might have to zoom in on the video. I'll put up a picture too. So there was these words down here are actually in this cobblestone or stone that we passed. I'll get a little bit video of that. It's like disturbing. I'm like, I can't even imagine. Hang on, we switching views. That's a lot of people. That's fucked up. Oh, hold up, here are the stones. I should start at the beginning.
I definitely won't willingly step on top of it.
I know, right? The shops were really awesome. We want to go back in the
April? Yeah.
Probably not April because it's
May.
Probably be maybe May. Like, well, anyway, around the summertime we want to go back up in that area because a lot of things were closed for the season.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd like to enjoy the town a little bit more when I'm not freezing my nuts off. My boobs were gonna just fall off because I was so cold. That's for you, aggro. What are you doing? Oh my God. What is happening? You're on Essex Street, which is where like all the things are. We're gonna be heading in that direction. But how fucking cute is this? Downtown Salem is very cute. But we just went into the first and oldest witch shop like ever. That's what we were just in. There's a sign. They have great stuff in there, fam. So if you're ever in Salem, check them out. We're heading down to the Witchy Museum. We're only freezing a little bit. Here we go. About to go in a wand shop. The finest handmade magic wands. My mom's literally gonna give me a shopping list. Like, I'm gonna end up bringing her home so much stuff. I'm in a handmade wand store. Handmade, not like Harry Potter stuff, fam. This is like real wand things. They're all so pretty. And I are following the red line. This is like our adventure line. Shout out to Hess. This is the adventure line to all the things in Salem. We were just in a very cool store. We're heading down towards more shops and the museum. We're going to end up taking a tour later. I will probably not videotape the whole freaking tour, but I'll definitely give you guys the info. You'll get the 411 on all the deets. We're following the adventure line downtown Salem. Oh yeah, ran towards it. She's hilarious. We're in the Witch City Mall, which is really cute. Super windy. Look, all I want to do is put my hands in my pockets and put my head down. There's a lot of look at her. She's playing in melting snow right now. Do not. What are you doing? Oh no, you're not throwing a block. What are you trying to? This child. There are so many cool shops here, you guys. I like it's a fun little place. It's a little too cold for me, but Hannah's gonna go jump in like some dirty snow or something. I don't know what's happening. This is hilarious, but this is cool. There's a bunch of awesome little stores in here. Seriously, if I had seriously, y'all just need to buy my book so I can buy people stuff in these witch stores. So there's the Coven Cottage. We're gonna head in there, and then we're going into the Witches History Museum where Hannah is walking. So I'm assuming we're gonna do the history. Oh, she's walking towards the snow. I thought she's just walking towards the snow. What a great little spot in downtown Salem. Also, it's cold. So you see her over here? Popping into the little stores is very helpful because it is freaking cold. Just look at this. You see this? Okay. What else did you really like about Salem?
I liked how free-spirited it was, no pun intended.
Yeah, it was definitely. It felt that. It had a very cool feel to it. Mm-hmm. Very cool.
I loved all the stores everywhere. Like, our favorite was the Coven's Cottage. That was a really nice store.
So we have video of a lot of stores and pictures. Like, we've got a ton of pictures. Mm-hmm. But this was the one store they were like, no photographs, no turn your phone off. Like, I got a phone. My mom called me when I was in the store because she had a shopping list because I had to buy her some stuff, which was awesome. But I had to leave the store so I could take the call. And
they didn't want to see your phone.
Yeah, but it was cool because it had I wish I could show you. This is the one store I want to be like, y'all need to see the store and go in it.
It was gorgeous in there.
Oh my God. It felt like you walked into like a little fairy paradise. I don't even know, or I don't know, like a happy, like a real Wiccans, like little
cottage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We bought a candle from them.
We did. We bought a candle. We did a little bit of candle magic. Mm-hmm. That was cool. So yeah, we love Salem. Previously, we loved getting to hang out with my sister. We checked out Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, that was awesome because they had a couple things that were closed for season 2, like Phillipsburg Manor is going to be closed until May 6th, but we got to see the Horseman Bridge, all 2 of them, the Old Dutch Church, Washington Irving's grave, his plot with his family. That area was very pretty.
We're in the cemetery where Washington Irving is buried. It's cold, it's hilly, and it's easy as fuck to get lost in here, fam. So, I don't even know where to park. It's not very tourist friendly. I don't know if it's because we're just here in the off season and there's no fucking signs or whatever. But they did not make it easy to park. And it's not like there are a lot of signs once you get in here, like this way to Washington Irving's grave, which is a little annoying. But it's pretty. And Bander, if you're watching this, you're gonna love some of these. It's like cemetery life for Bander, my awesome friend Bander. So I will get more video once we get up to Washington Irving's grave. We got about 8 more minutes. 8 more minutes, and hopefully Google won't do us wrong, and we'll be able to find our way back to the car, because the cemetery is huge. And like I said, it's not there's some road signs, but it's not. You don't even know if the streets are one way or not. It's fun to navigate, but it's really, really pretty down there. Bridges. All right, we're gonna have more video. Sleepy Hollow. Here we go. Who Spencer Blaine is, but his tombstone is a little extra, and I don't blame Spencer. But what Andrew Carnegie is buried that direction. We don't really care about him. We're going to see Washington Irving. All right, walking this way. Google is leading us in this direction. We're gonna get lost in the Sleepy Hollow Cemetery, fam. Stones are very, very pretty. I'm still you know what? Just give me a Viking funeral, fam. Put me on a fucking floating raft with some fucking hay and set that shit on fire. We're in Sleepy Hollow, by the way, because this is on Hannah's bucket list. This is but how excited are you that we're here?
I'm very excited.
Yeah, she's super excited. So there's a statue. There's an actual Sleepy Hollow cemetery. This is a different cemetery we gotta go to.
We'll be going to the Old Dutch
church next.
This is the Old Dutch Church.
No,
This isn't it?
no, it's down back.
It's back? Alright, we're going to the Old Dutch Church after this. That's what's next.
We passed it.
We passed it. It's sad that there needs to be signs that these is fucking graves. Don't fucking put your car here. Get back. Get good, humans. Get good. Alright, we're almost there. I'm very curious the history behind some of this stuff. Very, very curious the history. Because this is also, while pretty, that's extra. That's real extra. Like, why do you care? You're dead. Like, who paid all that money for that? Like, that's serious. Maybe if there was some, like, buried treasure underneath there. But this is cool. This is the path on the way to where Washington. Is it, like, morbid to go see, like, the ashes of a famous dead guy? I feel like this is slightly morbid. Like, look at this down here. Look how fucking extra that I'm not on a grave. It's good. Like, look at... I mean, it's pretty. But, like... That's a little extra. Even if I'm hella famous fam, I don't need all that. Like, that's crazy. This looks like a Supernatural episode. And up, 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 and a statue at the top. Big mausoleum there. Pretty view of the town all the way up here. But this is like so what? This is crazy. Say hi. Like, what? That is crazy. Literally, this is a Supernatural episode. I am in a Supernatural episode right now. Do you want a picture with the cannon? Here we go, getting closer. This is the Irving family plot right here, and the gate's locked. But I will get as close as possible for that. And then it's the whole family, big pretty tree. This is it. We made it. There's Washington. He's back there. I'm mad he's not the one in the big mausoleum. Like, what's up with that? This is Hannah marking off an item on her bucket list in front of the grave of the Irving family in Sleepy Hollow. Okay. We don't know what this building is, but it feels very, like you should be quiet. It's really pretty, so we're gonna be quiet. But it's very fancy. I also feel like we're a little morbid, taking video of where people are buried. But this is like, look at these are some fancy urns. I just want to reiterate, fam, just put me on a straw pallet, put it in the middle of the ocean and set it on fire. Like more in the walls over here. It's very cold in this building too. Okay, we're leaving. Told the Old Dutch Church was in the book. And we are at the Old Dutch Church. We were in fact in Sleepy Hollow Cemetery. We came in a different entrance, so there wasn't a sign. It's cool. It's like a good shot of Hannah's butt right there. I don't know if it might be locked. Off season, yeah. Unfortunately, we cannot go in. But this is a historical landmark that we are at. It is sadness that we cannot go in. I'm sure like if we came back during Halloween, we can maybe get in. But yeah, the cemetery itself is huge. Huge. And this is like the perfect day to be in Sleepy Hollow too. It's all dreary and shit.
We got to explore and look around that area, which is pretty awesome because I was able to pick out little bits and pieces from the book.
She was excited. This was on her bucket list. And like off season, because we were there in February.
Off-season,
Salem is not Salem. Sleepy Hollow is like hella low key. Because we were like, oh well, where's the shit? And then we was like, there wasn't like a tourist center.
Like actually
like,
sleepy.
It was actually, there's not like a visitors information center.
There is one in like Phillipsburg Manor. That was
probably in the manor, yeah, but it was closed. So like if you go there off season, you're literally kind of on your own. You gotta find all the spots. Yeah. So we ate at a really cool little restaurant. So that was really
It was very cute.
Yeah, it was cute.
We were thinking about like, I read where if you go back during Halloween, it's like really alive over there.
I'm sure it's like nuts. Yeah, Halloween it's gotta be crazy. But it was cool because it was only an hour away from where I was staying. We were staying with family of mine in the Jersey, New York area. So Hannah got to experience New York, I can word, for the first time. How was that?
Loud. So loud. So much. Thick buildings.
Me and Mila on the train tracks.
And my mom!
I know, we got everybody. Where are we going? Tell them.
New York.
What are we doing in New York?
Going to the Lego store.
Oh, yeah. My favorite people, there's a Lego store over there. We're gonna go check out the ice skating ring. I'm not gonna fall. This is New York, people. A whole lot of stuff everywhere. There's another step. There's another step. Yep. I got it. Step. Hang on. We're heading on over to the ice skating ring. I have been on this ice skating ring.
So NYU was kind of on one of the lists of places that she wants to go to school. Is it still on the list?
I'd still go to school there, but I would not permanently live there.
That's what she feels about New York. Yeah, New York is great. So that's
Too much for this Florida girl.
It's a lot. New York's a lot. New York is definitely a lot. But she's never been to a Broadway show, so I'm hoping that when we head back up northish during the summer months that we can like catch a Broadway show and shit, because she's never been to one, and I love Broadway. Fucking love Broadway. It's so cool. All right, so we pretty much did. Hi, baby. We pretty much did the East Coast gauntlet. We do have plans to visit the West Coast maybe later in the year, maybe around the time of TwitchCon.
Yep.
That would be because TwitchCon's like in fucking San
That
Diego.
would be really
so
cool.
yeah, that would be really fucking cool. So we have plans, but we have decided on where we're gonna live, and I think that Hannah and I have. Well, I have enjoyed the road trip.
Yes.
A lot. Have you enjoyed it?
Of course.
But we were just talking earlier about how we miss our bed and our space, and it's been awesome. Like we've been able to, when we weren't staying at kind of cool Airbnbs and sometimes budget Airbnbs, we have some experiences, and I have some Airbnb tips that I feel like I should give people. Yeah, we should do that. Let's give people some Airbnb tips before we're really going to drag out this announcement. So here are
For starters, this is what made me really mad.
Airbnb tips from Hannah and Crystal right now. It's happening.
When if you have an Airbnb and someone books it from you and you confirm it, put the check-in instructions in the reservation details. Don't make me chase you down and figure out how to get into your house.
Okay. To be fair, this only happened to us once, but it
to us
did.
kind of twice because the second person was like showing us the video on how to get in.
It doesn't need to be a video.
Just give me instructions. Just tell me what the key code is.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Because it's reservation details for a reason. Why do I have to wait until the last minute to get into your house?
Okay. So that's like a little tip for Airbnb owners. If you are booking an Airbnb, make sure that it says self check-in, especially if you're going to be coming in the evening hours, because that way usually the Airbnb host will give you code information, that sort of thing. In busy metropolitan areas, ask about parking.
Yes.
Ask about parking, because the one Airbnb we stayed at, and the owner of the Airbnb said that he had a parking pass for us and ended up didn't. So, and the actual, because it was in Union City, you can't overnight park in Union City without a residential parking pass, or you got to go down to the parking authority, use their machine, and pay $5.
Because we got lucky when we first got there. It was a holiday, so we could park there overnight.
Yeah, because we got in super late.
Yeah, because then we realized, well, we can't stay here now, and it's going to be like $80 to stay overnight in
like
a parking
garage. You don't want to pay that.
Then we had to Google, it's like, free parking anywhere, and then we found the parking authority.
We stumbled upon it, actually, hilariously. We literally just stumbled upon the parking authority, and I'm like, well, there's a machine right there. Let me just see what the machine does and see if I can't get so it was ended up being $5, which was great, so we didn't have to pay, but we had to figure that out. A good Airbnb host,
no one told us.
A good Airbnb host would have been like, hey, I don't have this parking pass anymore, you can't park on the street overnight, you're gonna have to go down to XYZ and get this parking pass. So if you're usually if your Airbnb is like in a suburb, the host will let you know about parking. It's usually fine, but if you're like in a busy metropolitan area, ask about parking, and sometimes ask before you book, because apparently some Airbnb owners are motherfuckers and will not let you know that, hey, you'll have to park here, probably because then you wouldn't book their Airbnb, like there's a parking situation. So always ask.
When we got there, I was asking about the parking ticket, whatever it's called. He said, I don't have it, I'm sorry, the last tenant lost it.
Yeah, that's what he told. But when we were looking at the Airbnb to book there, it didn't, in the description he says he has it. So then after, we're like, okay, cool, he's got a parking pass. And then after, when we contacted him, we were like, hey, how do we get the parking pass? He was like, yeah, I don't have it.
And then he specified in the text that he'd try and get it tomorrow. He never did. And I asked him again about it. He's like, well, it's not easy. It's like, you live here, you can get it for free.
Which is, which we looked it up. We were like on the parking authority's website for that actual, and it was like, for residents, it's free. So I don't know if maybe he had to go through hoops and chains because whatever. Anyway, the point of the story is, make sure it says self-checkout. Always make sure it says Wi-Fi if Wi-Fi is a big deal for you. If it's not, don't worry about it. And if it's in a metropolitan area, always remember to ask about the parking. Some hosts have some detailed check-in, check-out instructions, so make sure you guys check those out. But we both have like really good reviews on Airbnb, and we like staying at Airbnbs. So it was only 2 places that it wasn't self-check-in, and that was when we stayed on the farm and when we stayed in the yurt, which completely understandable.
Worked out great.
Yeah, it was fine because we were able to get in early and that sort of thing. But if you're like kind of on the road like we are, and in some places you're going to get in like super late, you gotta time it right. You gotta time it right. So definitely make sure that you have a self check-in so you can just let yourself in. It doesn't even fucking matter when you show up. The shared room Airbnbs, we only did that once, and it worked out really well. We had I think that's going to be in probably one of the earlier videos. We did that when we were staying in Atlanta, and it worked out really fine. So we kind of prefer having the whole place to ourselves just because we're spoiled. But yeah, if you ever have to do like a shared room Airbnb, the one experience we had was great. It was actually the guy, I think it was a whole house, and he just gave each person a bedroom. But you had a code to get in the front door, and then you had a lock on your bedroom door, so you had a key that you could take with you. And it was like a shared bathroom, shared common areas. But the room itself was great. The Wi-Fi was great. There was like a desk and like a little mini fridge in there.
It was cute.
Yeah, it was cute. It was cool. It was cool. So if you're like if you just need a place to crash for a night, that's a perfect solution. Yeah. Like just get a room in the house and just crash there.
Go sleep.
Yep, go sleep. So should we tell them where we're gonna live?
I guess they're probably ready to kill us now.
Okay. Hannah and I have decided that we are going to move to New Orleans. We're going to New Orleans. Yeah. So I used to live there before and after Katrina. Hannah's been there 3 times now.
Yes.
And tell them that you fall in love with the city.
I did. Because, okay, when we, when was it? It was after we saw Bander. We were driving back.
Yes.
And originally we were going to stay overnight in Shreveport.
No, Lafayette.
No, Lafayette, right.
Yeah.
We were going to do that. And then at some point, didn't you suggest, like...
No, she did.
No, I did.
She did. She did. I said let's stay in Lafayette because we'd never been to Lafayette before. And we went up, so we kind of went from Florida to Alabama to Austin. And then we needed to shoot back over the East Coast so we could ride up the East Coast. And there needs to be a stop in between there. So I'm like, let's just stay in Lafayette because it was kind of close. It was on the way. But then
I think what happened is I was playing on Google Maps. I realized how close New Orleans would be. And I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. Let's go there. Let's get some etouffee.
She is an etouffee whore. It's glorious.
Crawfish etouffee.
crawfish. That is her jam. That is her jam. So we were in the city again, and we had kind of talked about it a little bit because we were there. I took her there twice for 2 of my friends got married, so she'd been
And
there.
we kind of talked about it when we were staying at the yurt.
Yep.
as well.
Yep.
Some like thoughts and concerns about it and everything. but-
Right. Because flooding kind of makes her kind of anxious in New Orleans. So
It's a bowl.
It's a bowl. It is a bowl. And I was talking about how, I feel like New Orleans is one of those really special places that eventually Mother Nature is going to reclaim. So if you want to experience New Orleans, do it now, not later, because climate change.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've decided that we're going to go there and she's going to experience New Orleans for the first time living there. So more videos will come, and it will just be Hannah and Crystal's New Orleans adventure, because there's so much that we can show you guys about the city.
You're going to watch us help set up our roots.
Yes, our roots and building desks. I need to build a desk because I am short. Stop laughing. I'm short, God damn it, and all the desks I go to buy are too tall. I am short. They're too
She's bite-sized.
tall. I am bite-sized. They're too damn tall. Sorry, I'm a head babe. Too tall. So I'm just gonna build a desk. I've watched videos on you. How hard can it possibly be? We're gonna find out, because I'm building a fucking desk. But yeah, we want all our stuff back. So the plan is we're at Sin's right now. Our friend Sin's in Alabama. Hi, Sin. We're going to actually tomorrow we leave and we go back to New Orleans. A friend of mine has a place that we can stay, which is awesome. And we're just going to apartment search. We're going to get our apartment, and then we're going to fly back to Florida, pack all our shit in the U-Haul, and drive the U-Haul back, and that'll be the done deal.
You know who you are. Thank you for the apartment.
Yes. So yeah, that's shout out to our friend Jess. So that's what's up, y'all. We are moving to New Orleans, but there will be more adventure videos, especially because there's a lot of festivals coming up in New Orleans. And I know the beer virus is freaking everybody out, but hopefully that will settle down and there will be more videos, or we're all just being quarantined and turning into zombies. I don't know.
It's
like, one or the other. So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to visit the website and check out all the links and the previous episodes. And I'm going to get all Hannah's pictures up on there that she has taken. And if you guys want to help us out with our move, that would be so appreciated. You can hook us up with some gas, or you could just hit the I love this content button and you can hook us up with whatever to help us with our move, because moving is fucking expensive.
Yes.
Everything is fucking expensive. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to New Orleans. Be jealous of the beignets and the coffee.
Yeah.
Yeah.